And Len is the head of the umpiring crew here. And with 6 umpires, I didn't think there'd be enough room out there, but this game's going along fine.
Things have been going very smoothly. I got 6 top-notch guys out there. They've the 6 best people I've had out of the 18 working the tournament. Selected after a lot of evaluation at every game in the tournament, and I think we're doing a super job, to be honest with you, Steve.
Glenn, you've had a lot of umpires throughout this tournament, and you selected the finest 6. Tell me about your selection process.
Well, as I say, I spend time at every game watching the umpires work. I try to figure out who is the most capable as far as hustle, as far as judgment. They report with the team. There's a lot of factors involved to determine who are the 6 quote best unquote umpires.
What is your base philosophy about umpires? A lot of people think of them as sometimes inhuman. You know, they're just out there and they can almost be mechanical. Do they have a judgment about the game? These guys have feelings. What's your philosophy? What are they supposed to be?
Umpires are just people too, Steve. We sometimes seem to be inhuman and oblivious to what's going on because we're trying to ignore the comments from the crowd.
Well, that says it all.
Right.
Continued success, Len, and appreciate all your help out here.
Thank you very much, Steve.
All right. Len Friedland, who's the umpire-in-chief here for this tournament, has done an outstanding job as we see 6 umpires on this field right now, and every guy doing a great job. And Tom, I know you have a lot of respect for the umpires also.
Yes, I played in the tournament, and they're tremendous.
Frighetto's retired once again by Jerry Kelleher.
Oh, looks like he's been tossed out of the game.
And he has been tossed out of the ball game as the umpires, as we're talking about it right there, the first base umpire, Crit Gilbert from Valparaiso, Indiana, tosses Frighetto. He can't believe it. Look at our camera shot right there. We're right on top of it.
Actually, that's Joe Hoffman from Tinley Park.
Oh, is it? They changed umpires, all right?
Okay.
We'll show you the replay if we can on this one. Frighetto, either way, has been tossed out of the ball game. O'Malley can't believe it. Frighetto can't believe it. But umpires call as good as gold. And when you're frustrated and you're down 7-3, things like that are going to happen.
Well, here you go. Mark's a little upset, pushes some dirt, showed up the umpire, and the umpire took care of that situation.
So Joe Samodi
Well,
will
they're still
come up
discussing it out there.
after the discussion. Frighetto just doesn't want to leave the field here.
Well, apparently he's trying to make some point. What that can be, I don't know. It's pretty clear that the dirt went between his legs in the general direction of the umpire. It's Joe Hoffman.
Joe Hoffman is the first base umpire. Greg Drzezinski from Vernon Hills, another umpire. Terry Riley from Tinley Park. Charlie Visick from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Crit Gilbert from Valparaiso. And George Spatola from Scottsdale, Arizona, as far away as Scottsdale, where they do play 16-inch, don't they?
Yeah, they hosted a tournament in March this year, which the Coopers happen to win.
Coopers, which travels extensively, won their own tournament in Rolling Meadows and did well up there in the Arizona tournament. Either way, they're trailing here in this championship game of this 16-inch tournament. 7-3 is our score. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Coopers is up. Joe Samodi, the center fielder, who's 0 for 1. Most of these guys are used to batting 3-4 times, Tom, and here they are. They've only gotten 1 at bat each or 2.
Well, in the glove game, there's more outs. Therefore, there's less at bats.
So here's Samodi. Takes for ball 1. Chip Burkowski, who gave up 15 hits in the first game, has done quite a job here, holding Coopers to only 3 base hits. And that's not a lot of hits in 16-inch softball.
Well, when you put the gloves on, I'll tell you, a lot of crazy things happen with the gloves on.
Samodi will be followed by Mark Schuler, then the top of the order if we get that far. And we got a lot of static coming off the Coopers bench.
I'm sure they're pretty upset about that Mr. Frighetto being thrown out of the game. Umpire asked them to please keep it down.
Cooper's coming in with the best record in the field at 73-13 at the beginning of this tournament. They're now 81-14. Fly ball, that one might fall in. It does fall in. Joe Samodi, and he'll be safe at second base. I thought he was going to be thrown out there.
Good hustle. Joe Smody cut that ball real fine. Cut the ball right on the line. Slid to the outside of the bag. The tag apparently was to the inside, and he beat the tag.
Well, Coopers can use everything they can get right here, as Frighetto's been retired and thrown out. Samodi doubles, and Mark Schuler, the bottom of the order, will hit right now.
Well, that's a calculated risk there, him going from first to second, and this time it happened to pay off.
Anybody knowing this Cooper team might ask, where's Paul Brzezinski? As we said at the top of the show, Paul Brzezinski, the usual leadoff hitter for Coopers, and what Ken Cooper calls the MVP of this team, was out with a pulled hamstring. He was hurt yesterday in a game.
That really hurts them, too. He's a premier hitter.
They've done great without him so far.
Tribute to their team. Played together the whole way through. They stuck together.
And yet a game like this where they're losing, you say, well, we could really use Paul.
Well, I'm sure he's not feeling too happy about not being involved in it.
Mark Schuler, the left fielder, 1 on, 1 out. Samodi's on second. We're at the bottom of 6. 7-3 ball game. Ducks over Coopers. Winner to take home the top prize in this World Series of softball, 16-inch style. Swung on, ground ball, third baseman, he's up with it. Dvorak throws out Schuler for the second out. Runner has to hold at second. And Cooper's got to start hitting that ball in the gaps if they hope to do anything.
We got to wake up soon. It's almost over.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, and here's Frank Mastari. Tripled and scored his last time up, scored the first run of the game for Coopers. So he's 1 for 2 officially. Shortstop extraordinaire. One of the finest you'll ever see. Plays at Illinois State University in the off-season of softball. But sure enjoys the summer in many leagues and playing as many as 100 games during the summer.
Some even more than 100 games. More like 200.
With an incredible record like this team has.
Well, the season's getting longer. The season's getting longer.
3-0 count. Chip Murkowski delivers. That's a strike. 3-1. Runner on second. 2 outs here. Mastari steps out.
Home plate umpire Terry Riley has signaled time.
I like to thank our production crew also, Vic Santee behind the controls there in the truck, and John Coleman, the executive producer, putting together this whole broadcast. And what a pleasure it is to bring this to you. Frank Mastari walks, and life has come back into the Coopers bench and the Coopers fans here in the top of the 6th inning, as Matt Gillen, who is 0 for 2 in this game, with a couple of infield groundouts, will stand in. 2 outs here in the bottom of 6. Takes for ball 1. Murkowski having a little problem out there?
Well, I don't know. This looks awful close to me from where I'm at, you know. But the only one that counts is the man in blue. If he says it's a ball, it's a ball.
He got that one in there for a strike. 1-1. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Bottom of 6. 7-3 ball game. Ducks lead it. Ducks in the orange, Coopers in the maroon.
He's got to keep the ball in play, or he's got 2 strikes. Cannot hit a ball foul, or he will be automatically out.
So the game, which has slowed down here in the 6th inning, up and full of excitement. Fly ball, deep drive, left fielder's over. Vaquerio has it, and they're out of the inning. Matt Gillen couldn't punch it through. In the inning, no runs, a hit, no errors. Nobody scored. 1-2 left. We'll be back with the top of the 7th. Our score, Ducks